नमः पार्वती पतये गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनम्
श्रीकांतो मातुलो यस्य जननी सर्वमंगला जनक शंकरो देवः तं वंदे कुंजराननं श्यामवल्ली समालीढं विरिञ्चिपुरभास्वरं मार्गबन्ध्वाह्वयं तेजः तनोतु विमलां धियं श्रीमत्क्षीरतरङ्गिणी तटगते पुण्ये विरिञ्चेः पुरे नित्यं सन्निहितं किला कलयितुं क्षीराभिषेकादरं श्रीगारुत्मतवल्लिका सहचरं मार्गे सहायं नृणाम् श्रीमद्दीक्षितवंशदैवतवरं संचिन्तये शङ्करम् इदं च रङ्गं त्यजतामिहाङ्गं न विद्यतेऽङ्गै अधिवास्तु चाङ्गं पाणौ रथाङ्गं शयने भुजङ्गं याङ्गं कावेरी तटशोभिरङ्गनगर प्राग्भागजम्बूतरुप्रान्तोद्यन्मणि सद्मनि स्थितमधः जम्बूतरो स्थायिनः लूते भार्चितरङ्गनाथ वरदं भक्त्याखिलाण्डेश्वरी पूजा निर्मित सज्जलाकृतिधरं श्रीजम्बुनाथं भजे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् उमाकान्ते रमाकान्ते येषामासीन्मतिः समा नमामि दीक्षितेन्द्रांस्तान्नय षट्कविशारदान् अप्पय्य दीक्षितेन्द्रान् अशेष विद्यागुरूनहं वन्दे यत्कृतिबोधा बोधौ विद्वद विद्वद् विभाजकोपाधि। So in last class of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra Vijayam, we studied the meeting of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra and Sri Ratnakheta Dikshita, a celebrated Kamakshi Upasaka, a Sri Vidya Upasaka, Nityagni Hotri, Sri Ratnakheta Srinivasa Dikshita. So it was the orders of Kamakshi Devi that Sriman Ratnakheta Dikshita had to give away his daughter Sri Mangalanayika to the young brahmachari Sri Vinayaka Subramanya Sharma. And it was the orders of Parameshwaran, Sri Ekamranatha, that the young brahmachari Vinayaka Subramanya Sharma go to Kanchi Puri and wait for a Mahavidwan to give away his daughter to him. So as per the Sankalpam of Parvati and Parameshwara in the form of Sri Ekamranatha and Sri Kamakshi Devi, the Vivaham, the wedding of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra took and Sri Mangalanayika took place. So we are still in Tarangam 2. So the Tarangam 2 of K.V. Subramanya Shastrigal's Dikshitendra Vijayam is going to get over. And here in Tarangam 2, the topic which we are going to discuss today is the wedding of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. Ratnakheta Dhvari Putri Vinayaka Subramanya Sharmanoho Vivahaha. The marriage of Sri Vinayaka Subramanya Sharma and the daughter of Sri Ratnakheta Dikshita. Says K.V. Subramanya Shastrigal, Atha Ratnakheta Dhvarinaha Sabandhuvargaha Dikshitendran Pushpaphalopetaihi Kadalistambhaihi Parimanditam Rasalapallava Malalankritam Vichitratorana Vibhushitam Agarudhuma Sugandhitam Grihamadhya Virajamanam Kalyana Mandapamaniya Kanakabharana Bhushangi Mangalanayikam Analasakshikam Vishnu Mahavishnu Swarupebhyaha Tebhyaha Dakshinaya samam pradadu. Thereafter, Atha means thereafter, Shriman Ratnakheta Dikshitara, the word Adhvari means Dikshita. So the words Adhvari, Dikshitaha, Yajva, Makhi, so all of these are synonymous in Sanskrit. Sabandhu Vargaha, along with all his family members and relatives, Sri Ratnakheta Dikshita was prepared for the wedding. So the Vivaha Vaibhavam had come. And Dikshitendra, so he invited Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, Shri Vinayaka Subramanya Sharma and his family members, and he brought Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra inside a mandapam that was there inside the house. So in olden days, marriages used to take place in people's houses. So today we take, we book Kalyana Mandapam. So that is how we do it today. So in olden days, the concept of performing Upanayanam or Vivaham or any such functions, Vaidika karmas in a Kalyana Mandapam, so this was something that was never known in olden days. So people used to perform Upanayanam, Vivaham at their house, at their own houses. And the neighbors used to give places for the guests to come and stay. And guests can come and stay in their houses for any number of days. So people will host even those whom they do not know at all. So even strangers would be invited as Atithi. So they would be offered all respects and Atithi is offered. So that is how in olden days people used to be. So Geha Madhya Virajmanam Kalyana Mandapamaniya. So he brought Shri Vinayaka Subramanya Sharma into the Kalyana Mandapam that was set inside the house itself. Geha Madhya, the word Geha means house. So Geha Madhya Virajmanam, so a Kalyana Mandapam that was set up inside the house itself. And then all Kadali Stambhaihi. So all the Mangala Dravyas, the Vaadela Katra, so Ada Ellathiyum Pandita, Yella Mangala Dravyangal, Ellathiyo Irundata, Ada Ellathiyo Alla Vecha Alankaram Pandita Vita. Aprama, he then invites Shri Vinayaka Subramanya Sharma into the Kalyana Mandapam. And then Kanakabharana Bhushangim Mangala Naikam, and then he gave away his daughter, who was named as Mangala Naika, along with golden ornaments and other gifts which parents give away to their to their daughter at the time of wedding. And Analasakshikam. So in the presence of Agni Devata, Shri Mangala Naika was given away to Shri Vinayaka Subramanya Sharma. So a son-in-law is known. Then at the time of wedding, a son-in-law is considered as a representative of Mahavishnu himself. So just like how a Maharaja, the Raja who rules the state is considered as Mahavishnu, so in the same way, the son-in-law is considered as Mahavishnu. So that is why Analasa Mahavishnu Swarupebhyastebhyaha Dakshinaya Samam Pradaduha, along with Dakshina, he gave away his daughter Shri Mangala Naika to Vinayaka Subramanya Sharma. And then says K.V. Subramanya Shastrigal, Homa Vidhau Purohita Prabodhitaste Swanjalina Vadhuparnim Agranhan. So when the Homa Vidhi was all going on, so as per the instructions of the Purohitas, Shri Vinayaka Subramanya Sharma received the hand of Shri Mangala Naiki, Vadhu Parnim Agranhan. So at this time the Panigrahana Mahotsavam took place. Because in Vaidika Vivaham, Panigrahanam is more important. So more than Mangali Sutra Dharanam, it is Panigrahanam that is more important. So there is a famous shloka in Valmiki Ramayanam in Balakandam during Sita Kalyanam. Iyam Sita Mamasuta Sahadharma Charitava. Padim Grandhishva Padina Rumbaga Arkon the Shlokam, Valmiki Ramayanatla. So there the most important event in Vivaham is Panigrahanam. So Dasharatha Maharaja says, Iyam Sita Mamasuta. So this girl, Sita, is my daughter. And she is going to be your Sahadharmachari from now onwards. And Panim Grindhishva Panina. hold her pani by your pani. So that is pani grahanam is such a sacred karma in vivaha. And then Jagan Mangala Karauto Vadhuvarau Havyavaham Pradakshini Chakratuhu. So after the Pani Grahana Mahotsavam took place, the Vadhu and Vara, the bride and the groom, who were Jagan Mangala Karau, who brought about auspiciousness to the whole world. So they brought about auspiciousness to the whole world by performing innumerable yagams throughout their lifetime. They performed Jyotishtomam, they performed Vajapayam, they performed Vityagni-hotram. So by performing, and they, as Dampati, they performed every single karma that a Brahmana has to perform. So then that is why they were called, they are being described here as Jagan Mangala Karau. Even today, the works of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra are being studied with so much of bhakti and shraddha by Vedanta Vidwans, by Purva Mimamsa Vidwans, by Vyakarana Vidwans, by Alankara Shastra Vidwans. And for those who study the Itihasa Puranams, the works of Dikshitendra are a very great source. It's a treasure trove for those who study the Itihasa Puranas. So in this way, it was Dikshitendra's Garhastham or Grihastha that has blessed us with a lot of things in different branches of the Shastras. Yatha vidhi pravartitaha panigrahana mahotsavaha vidusham ashisha shrotriyanam vedaghoshrena mangalaturya ninadena cha shubhodarkam abhutu. Yathavidhi pravartitaha. So the vivaha karma that was that started strictly as per the Shastrokta Vidhanam, and the Panigrahana Mahotsavaha, instead of telling it as mere Vivaha Mahotsavaha, he says Panigrahana Mahotsavaha, because that is the importance of Panigrahanam in a Vivaha karma. And this Panigrahana Mahotsava of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, so it ended Shubhodarkam Abhuto. So Udarkaha means something that has an end. Shubhaha Udarkaha Yasya Saha Shubhodarkaha. So something that has whose beginning is also auspicious. So that is Shubhodarkam. Something that begins with auspiciousness. So the whole of it takes place with auspiciousness. And it also ends with auspiciousness. So that is how any Vaidika karma or anything takes place. So, and then he says, Vidusham Ashisha. So with the blessings of the elderly Brahmanas, Shrotriyanam Vedaghoshena. So it went off very well with the Vedaghosham of the Vaidika Panditas, and Mangalaturya Ninadena. So it went off very well along with Mangalavadyams. So all these are very, very important in a marriage or any Vaidika karma for that matter. And then he says, Tada Mrishtanna Bhojanena Aparimitaya Suvarna Dakshinaya cha Dikshitendraihi Pratoshiteshu Dharanigirvaneshu Kashchana Kavimanihi Evam Avadit. So when a Vivaha karma takes place, so the guests are given a very sumptuous meal. So all the guests are given a very tasty and delightful meal. So that is known as Mrishtanna. So all the guests were very pleased with the bhojanam that was given. And then Aparimitaya Suvarna Dakshinaya, there was also a lot of Svarnadanam during the marriage. And when the Svarnadanam was performed, and all the Brahmanas, Pratoshiteshu Dharani Girvaneshu, the word Girvanaha means Devaha, a resident of the Svargaloka. So the Devas are known as Girvanaha, Tridashaha. So all of these are synonyms for Devas. The Brahmanas are known as Mahisuraha or Bhumisuraha, Bhusuraha, Dharani Girvana. The word Dharani means Bhumi. Girvanaha means Devaha. Hudevaha, the Dharani Girvanaha means Hudevaha, means a Deva who lives in the planet Earth. So the Brahmanas are known as Devas because they do Vedapa, they have Vedadhyayanam, because they perform Agnihotram and they perform all the yajnams that have been enjoined in the Shrauta Sutram. So because of that, Brahmanas are known as Bhusuraha or Dharanigirvanaha. So when all the Brahmanas were satisfied with Annam as well as with Svaranadanam, one poet composed a shloka there in the wedding of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. And this is how the shloka goes on. Appayya yajvan navani suranam annam suvaranam sarasam dadane aparnamasit kadali tarunam nakevalam vrindamapi dvijanam. Appayya yajvani sarasam annam dadane sarasam suvaranam dadane suvaranam dadane sati. So that is how he says. So when Appayya Dikshitendra gave away a lot of svaranam as danam to Brahmanas, when he offered, when annam was offered, so when bhojanam was offered to the Brahmanas during the wedding, so all of them were very happy. And then the next, the third and fourth padam says, so when annam was offered to the Brahmanas, kadali tarunam nakevalam aparanam asit kadali tarunam. So kadali tarunam vrindam. So all the groups of banana trees, so what happened was they were devoid of leaves at all. So the leaves of all banana trees that were there in the place, so all of them had to be cut for using to do bhojanam for the Brahmanas. So as a result of it, he says kadali tarunam vrindam. Though the word vrindam is very, very important here. Kadali taruna, the word kadali means banana. Kadali taruhu means banana tree. Kadali nakevalam kadali tarunam vrindam aparnamasi. So it is not just the groups of kadali trees or banana trees which became aparnam. Even the Brahmanas became aparnam. Even the vrindam of Brahmanas became aparnam. So what is the meaning of the word aparnam here? So what do we mean when we say the groups of kadali trees became aparnam? And what do we mean when we say the groups of Brahmanas became aparnam at the time of Dikshitendra's wedding? So there is a very beautiful meaning here. So Mahamahopadhyaya Shri Manargudi Raju Shastrigal. So Kanchi Mahapiriva would never call him as Raju Shastrigal. So it was Mahapiriva's orders that nobody should call Manargudi Periva by his name. No, Raju Shastrigal Solave Solokodadavarena, Avlo Priya Mahatma Shri Manargudi Periva. Manargudi Periva anta our pair of Solonam. So it was the order of Mahapiriva himself. Shri Manargudi Periva was one of the direct descendants of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. And he was one of the most illustrious of all the descendants of Shri Dikshitendra. Just like Dikshitendra was a Nityagnihotri all throughout his lifetime, Manargudi Periva was also a Nityagnihotri all throughout his lifetime. Just like Dikshitendra performed innumerable yajnams throughout his lifetime, Vajapayam, Jyotishtomam, Agnishtomam, Atyagnistomam, Garuda Chayanam. In the same way, Manargudi Periva also performed many yajnams that have been enjoined in the Shrauta Sutrams during his lifetime. Many yajnams that are extremely difficult to perform. Shri Manargudi Periva performed all of them he performed them with effortlessly. Just like Dikshitendra was a great scholar in every Shastra, in Tarka Shastram, in Vyakaranam Shastram, in Purva Mimamsa, in Vedantam. So just like he was a great scholar in the 6 Vaidika Darshana, Sankhyam and Yoga Darshanam, Nyaya Darshanam and Vaisheshika Darshanam, Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa Darshanams, Manargudi Periva was a very great scholar in all the 6 Darshanams. He was a great scholar in the Itihasa Purana. He was a great Bhagavad Bhakta also. So he lived in the holy Kshetram of Manargudi, and he was a very great devotee of Bhagavan Shri Rajagopala Swami. So because of his greatness, Mahapiriva had instructed all of us to never call him by his name. Raju Shastri appadinu sollakodadu. So our pati kekadavaluku maybe we can say Manargudi Raju Shastralnu or Mahatma Ardharanu solradhukku we can say. But we are not so once people have learnt about him, அதுக்கப்புறமா how we should say அப்படின்னா மன்னார்குடி பெரியவா அப்படின்னு தான் வந்து நம்ம அவரை சொல்லணும். So Mannargudi Periva has written a work known as Dikshitendra Vijayam. This is a very small work on the biography of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. So there he gives a Sanskrit commentary on this shloka that was composed by a poet during the wedding of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. There Mannargudi Periva says, Sarasamannam Suvaranam cha dadane sati Kadali tarunam vrindam iva dvijanam vrindam vrindam api aparanamasit ityanvayah. So he gives the anvayam for this shloka. Sarasam annam. So the word sarasam annam means bhojanam that was extremely tasty. So a highly palatable bhojanam is sarasam annam. Suvaranam, gold. So when gold and silver, when bhojanam was performed, when Mishtanna bhojanam was given, and when gold was given away in charity, so it was not during the time of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra's wedding, it was not just the banana trees that became aparanam. So it was also the vrindam or the group of brahmanas. So he says, Vistirna kadali patranam dvijabhojanadhara patrataya Niyojanat Kadalivanam Aparanam Yatha Asit Tatha. So just like all the banana trees became Aparanam because all the leaves were cut because they were being used as Adhara Patram for the Brahmana Bhojan. So in the same way, Tatha Suvarnadanena, by giving gold in charity, Rinapeditanam Brahmananam. So for those Brahmanas who had debts, and what were those debts which the Brahmanas had? So he's going to explain once again. Tat parijihi rishaya. So to remove, to help Brahmanas remove the debts which they had accumulated, tattadeshat samagatanam swadeshyanam sa brahmana varganam rinapakarana paryaptena vrindam apagata rinam asita. So then he says, the Brahmanas who had come from many different places, even they, the vrindam of the Brahmanas became aparna. So there are two different samas. So there is something known as samasam in Sanskrit grammar. So there are many compound words that are used in Sanskrit. So two or more words will be combined together to form a compound word that is known as samasam in Sanskritam. So there are many different kinds of samasam. We have tatpurusha samasam, we have bahuvrihi samasam. So I'm not getting into the technical aspects of it. So when one single word, so when we apply different samasams to one single word, we can interpret it in multiple ways. So there are many different ways, in which even one single word could be interpreted. So when we say with reference to the banana trees, we will be applying a different samasam, and we will be getting a different meaning. So when we apply a different samasam to the word aparnam with reference to the Brahmana vrindam, we will be getting a different meaning. So with reference to the Brahmanas, Mannargudi Periva says, aparanam ityatra apagatam rinayasmat tat iti vigraha. So apagatam means, so one whose debts have been cleared, so that is known as aparanam. The word rin apa means one that a group of brahmanas whose debts have been cleared, so that is known as aparanam. So with reference to the banana trees, we say na vidyante parnani yasmin tat aparanam. So the group of trees in which leaves do not exist is known as aparanam. So paranam appadingirathu that is taken as a separate word. And then we apply nanisa. There is something known as nanisamasa. So when we apply nanisamasa to it, so we arrive at a different meaning with reference to kadali trees. So with reference to the Brahmanas, we apply different samasam to arrive at a different meaning. So this is a very beautiful commentary written by Manargudi Periyava. And then K.V. Subramanya Shastrigal says, Shri Srinivasa Vibudhopi Varaya Tasmai Kanya Pradana Samaye Bhisamarpya Vittaihi Ashirvadan Punaranen Shiva Prabherna Yajvanata Prathamameva Budheshu Teshu. Shri Srinivasa Dikshitar, the word Vibudha means a Brahmana, a Dikshitar. So he gave away his kanya to his son-in-law Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, and he also gave a lot of gifts. And Ashirvadan, he offered blessings to his daughter and son-in-law. So in this way, not long ago, he wanted to prove himself as a superior to Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra in a Vakyartha Vidvat Sabha. But Kamakshi Devi did not let, she said that it is not possible for him to do that. So by the wish of Devi, he gave away his daughter Shri Mangalanayika in marriage to Dikshitendra, and in that way, when Dikshitendra had fell at his feet as his son-in-law, so in that way he proved himself to be a superior to Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. So in that way, Kamakshi Devi fulfilled this particular desire of Ratnakheta Dikshita. And then Ashirvadan Punaranayana Shiva Prabherna. And how did Dikshitendra appear at that time? So he appeared as if he was Parameshwara himself incarnated on the earth. Shiva Prabherna, so one whose Prabha, whose Pratibha is similar to that of Lord Shiva, Shiva Prabherna. And Yajvanataha, that Yajva, Shri Anataha means he offered Sashtanga Namaskaram. Anataha means he offered Sashtanga Namaskarams to Shri Ratnakheta Dikshita. So Itham Sarvagni Shikhamani Bhihi Appayya Makhipravarehi Abhivanditaha Ratnakheta Dvarinaha Kamakshi Prasada Bhajani Bhutam Atmanam Dhanyam Manyamanaha Vadhu Sahitan Tan Uchitopacharaihi Samam Tad Gramam Sampreshya Swayamapi Sabandhuvargaha Kanchiyah Prasthaya Yathapuram Chandrasekhara Bhupala Bahumanitaha Tadasthani Aseduhu. So Itham, in this way, Sarvagnya Shikhamani Bhihi Appayya Dikshitaihi. So by Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, who was the crest jewel among great scholars who are celebrated as Sarvagnyas, so he himself offered Sashtanga Namaskarams to Shri Ratnakheta Dikshita. Evam Taihi Abhivanditaha Ratnakheta Dvarinaha Shri Ratnakheta Dikshita, who was worshipped by Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra as a son-in-law. So when Dikshitendra fell at Ratnakheta Dikshita's feet, in this way, by Abhivanditaha Ratnakheta Dvarinaha Kamakshi Prasada Bhajani Bhutam Atmanam. So he considered himself, so he realized that he had really received the blessings of Shri Kamakshi Devi herself. And Atmanam Dhanyam Manyamanaha, he considered himself as very fortunate as a result of this. Because one of the greatest Sarvagnyas is offering Namaskarams to him. A very great Yogi Purusha is offering Namaskarams to him. An Advaita Vidyacharya is offering Namaskarams to him. A Mimamsaka Murdhanya, that is a crestwell among all the Mimamsa philosophers of India. So he is offering Namaskarams to him. One of the greatest scholars of Vyakarana Shastram, he is offering Namaskarams to him. One of the greatest scholars in Alankara Shastram in the past many centuries, so he is offering Namaskarams to him. So Dikshitendra had innumerable facets. So when such a multifaceted Mahatma, when he offers Namaskarams to Shri Ratnakheta Dikshita, was it not a blessing of Shri Kamakshi Devi? So Vadhu Sahitan Tan Uchitopacharaihi Samam. So he sent off Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra along with his daughter with the necessary upacharas that have to be performed for a son-in-law. So in this way, Swayamapi, so after Dikshitendra and his family members left away for his place. Sabandhu Vargaha, so Sri Ratnakheti Dikshitar, along with his family members and relatives, Kanchiyaha Prasthaya, he returned from Kanchipuri and he came back to his own Gramam. After coming back to his Gramam, so he was living in his own place as the court Pandita of Sri Chandrasekhara Raja. So with this, this particular topic of Tarangam 2 gets over. The Vivaha Vaibhavam of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra and Sri Mangala Nayika. And the next topic and the final topic in Tarangam 2 is Dikshitendranam Garhasthya Prashastihi. So the word Garhasthya means Grihasthashramaha. So the word Grihasthashrama is also known as Garhasthyam. Prashasti means the eminence of it is known as Prashasti. So in what way was Dikshitendra's Grihasthashrama eminent? So what was the greatness of his Grihasthashrama? Says K.V. Subramanya Shastrigal, Appayya Makhinopi Pani Grihitya Bandhavishcha Samam Kanchya Prasthaya Madhye Patham Brahmavastunya Dhivasadbhihi Yayajukaihi Swagramam Abhyetya Shrautasmarta Karmanushthanena Nanadeshebhya Samagatanam Vidhyarthinam Patha Pravachanena Paravashiva Paramya Parishkrita Prabandhanam Nirmanena Avyaja Bhakti Samedhita Shivarchanena Cha Grihasthatam Saphalayantaha Dikshu Vidikshu Cha Param Prakhyatim Bhejire. So after Appayya Makhinopi Panigrihitya, so after the Panigrahana Mahotsavam was over, Dikshitendra started from the holy town of Kanchipuri and came back to his village of Adayappalam. And Madhye Patham, so on the way, he came across an agraharam which was inhabited by Brahmanas who were Yayajukas. The word Yayajuka is very, very important. The word Yayajuka means those Brahmanas who are extremely devoted to the performance of Shrauta Karma. So they are known as Yayajukas. Because the Vaidika Karmas are very, very important for a Brahmana. So only when the Shrauta Karmas and Smarta Karmas are performed with great Shraddha, we will attain the completeness of Brahminhood. So without performing the Shrauta Karmas and Smarta Karmas, Brahminhood is not complete. The Smarta Karmas are Vedokta Daihika Karmas. Those Karmas, the Vaidika Karmas that are related to the physical Shariram, so they are known as Smarta Karmas. Vivaham, Garbhadhanam, Simantam, Shoshanti is Punyajanam. And then Annaprashanam, Chuda Karma, Upanayanam, Shraddham. So all of these are known as Smarta Karma. So all of these are related to the Sharir, the physical body of a Brahmana, of a Dvija. Shrauta Karmas are those Karmas which are aimed at giving Havirbhagam to the Devata. So the Shrauta Karmas are covered, the Nityagni-hotram, Pashubandham, and all the yajnams like Vajapayam, Agnishtomam, Matyagrishtomam. So all of these come under the category of Shrauta. Only when we perform Shrauta Karmas and Smarta Karmas, we will attain Chitta Shuddhi that is required for getting the knowledge of the Supreme Impersonal Brahman. Only then, only when we perform the Shrauta Karmas and Smarta Karmas for innumerable lifetimes, later on in our future births, we will be eligible to study Vedanta Shastram and then attain Mukti. So that is the importance of Shrauta Karmas and Smarta Karmas. So Chitta Shuddhi is something we achieve by performing Shrauta Karmas and Smarta Karmas. And then he says, Shrauta Smarta Karmanushthanena. Dikshitendra spent his lifetime by performing the Shrauta Karmas and Smarta Karmas meticulously, and Nana Deshebhyaha Samagatanam Vidyarthinam Patha Pravachanena. He taught the Vedas to students who came from different parts of the country. So the word Patha Pravachana means to teach something. Vidyarthina means to students who came from different parts of the country. So he taught the Vedas, he taught the Shrauta Sutras, he taught the Itihasa Puranas, he taught all the Shastras, he taught the Shadanga, 6 Angas of the Vedas. So Veda Dhyapanam along with the 6 Angas. He taught Purva Mimamsa Shastram, he taught Vedanta Shastram. And then Paramashiva Paramya Parishkrita Prabandhanam Nirmanena. He was also involved, he also spent his life by composing works that established the supremacy of Lord Shiva. And Abhyaja Bhakti Samedhita Shivachanena. He also spent his life by performing the worship of Parameshwara. And it was Abhyaja Bhakti, so it was a devotion towards Parameshwara which had no cause at all. So in the Palananakveno, and the Palananakveno Kekama, so it was Ahaituki Bhakti which Dikshitendra had in his heart. So in this way, Grihasthatam Saphalayantaha, in this way, he made his Grihasthashramam fruitful. As a result of this, Dikshu, Vidikshucha Prakhyantim Bheja, in this way, he attained fame in all directions. Tada Bhupascha Sudhibhyaha Dharmatattvam Avagachantaha Girbana Bhashayam Kritadaraha Panditan Arhayamasuhu. So because Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra composed works in the Sanskrit language, so he was sought after by the Maharajas of many great many samsthans. Tadanim Vimshati Varsha Deshiyanam Dikshitendranam Sarvatra Visritvaram Yashobharam Shravam Tadavekshanotsukaha Sarvabhauma Pramukhaha Kavishekaraha Setuyatrachalena Varanasya Prasthaya Kramashah Tundira Mandale Adayappalam Agatya Tebhyaha Saparyam Parigrahya Ho Dikshitendraha Kasmin Shastre Bhavatam Parichayaha Iti Paprachu. Tadanim, at that time, when Dikshitendra was only 20 years old, so his fame spread all over the country. So just like his grandfather and father, so they were very famous all over the country for their performance of Shrauta Karmas, for their Panditim in Purva Mimamsa Shastram and in Vedanta Shastram, for their unalloyed Shiva Bhakti. So in this way, Dikshitendra was also famed in a similar way. And many elderly scholars from Varanasi, so after hearing the glories of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, they were very eager to come and see him in person. So when elderly Brahmana, so when he comes of his own accord to meet a younger Brahmana, so it is below his dignity to do that. Generally, they won't do that. So what they did was, they came to visit Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra under the pretext of coming to Tamil Nadu for Rameshwara Kshetra Yatra. So under the pretext of coming here for Rameshwara Kshetra Yatra, many older Brahmanas from Kashi, so they came to Tundira Mandalam or Tondai Mandalam and they visited Adayappala Agraharam. And after coming to Adayappala Agraharam, so Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra received those Brahmanas with hospitality. So he offered Atithi Satkaryam to those elderly Brahmanas who came from Kashi. And after receiving his Atithi Satkaryam, those Brahmanas spoke to him. Ho Dikshitendraha, He Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. So in which Shastram have you specialized? So which Shastram is your speciality? So this was their question. Tada Taihi Ithamuttaritam. So this was the reply given by Dikshitendra to those elderly Brahmanas with lots of humility. He spoke this shloka. नाहमधीति वेदे न च पठिति यत्र कुत्रचित् शास्त्रे किंतु दरेन्तु वतंसिनि पुरहंसिनि पुंसि भूयसी भक्तिः. Nahamadhiti Veda. I'm not a person who studied in any branches of the Vedas. Vedam undume theriyadu enakku. Veda dhyanam appadinaka I'm just a pamaran. Nacha pathiti yatra kutrachit shastre. Shastrata kelungo Purva Veda Vyakarana Shastram theriyadu enakku. Tarka Shastram theriyadu. Purva Mimamsa theriyadu. Vedantam theriyadu. Undume oru shastram edume padichadilla periya zero nanu. Nacha pathiti I have not studied anywhere in the Shastras. Kintu darendu vatamsini. Ana unne unna irukna edo konchondu Parameshwaran mele enakku bhakti irukku. So kintu darendu vatamsini means darendu is moon. Avatamsam means the head. So Parameshwara who has Chandran in his head is known as the darendu vatamsi. So it is synonymous with the word Chandrasekhara. Darendu vatamsi means Chandrasekharaha. And Purahamsini. So that Supreme Lord who destroyed the three Purams, known as the Tripuras. So the Tripura Samharam is a very, very famous Leela of Parameshwara. So there were three great Asuras who lived in three worlds that were built with three metals. So one had Swarnapuram, one had Rajatapuram, and the other one had Ayafpuram. So this way, these three worlds were known as Tripuram. So that is described in Shiva Mahapuranam in great detail in Uma Samhita of Shiva Mahapuranam. Sorry, in Kailasa Samhita of Shiva Mahapuranam. So the word Purahamsini is very, very important. So Tasmin Pumsi, and on that supreme Lord, who is he? I just have bhakti towards Bhagavan. So that is my only qualification. I'm just a mere pamaran. So this was the reply given by Dikshitendra. On hearing this one particular sloka, on hearing this one shloka alone, the Kashi Panditas could ascertain the great the depths of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra's Pandityam in different Shastras. So in Vyakarana Shastra, so they could easily understand that he was a scholar par excellence in Vyakarana Shastra. So once again here Manarvadi Priva gives very beautiful explanation to it in Sanskrit, and those who have studied the Vyakarana Shastra only they can appreciate it. So the entire commentary I am not reading it here because it is all technical. So அது வந்து வியாக்கரண சாஸ்திரம் படிச்சுவா இதை பாதி ஸ்லோகத்தை கேட்டானா அவ்வளவு சந்தோஷப்படுவா. அப்படிப்பட்ட ஸ்லோகம் இது. Athate, and then this after hearing this, Athatepi Mahakavayaha Dikshitendra Anumata, after blessing Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra, the Kashi Panditas felt very happy. They blessed Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra. Dikshitendra offered Sashtanga Namaskarams to those Brahmanas. And later on, they blessed Dikshitendra and then went for Rameshwara Kshetra Yatra. And after finishing their Rameshwara Yatra, they went back to Varanasi. And after going there, so they started spreading the Kirti of Srimad Appayya Dikshitendra in Kashi once again. So with this, the second Tarangam gets over. So with this, today's class of Dikshitendra Vijayam is over. And in next class, we will be entering into Tarangam 3 of Dikshitendra Vijayam. So the Jyotishtomam, the performance of Dikshitendra's Jyotishtomam is explained. And after that, his performance of Vajapayam in Kanchi Puri, that is explained. And his Vajapayam was a very great Vaibhavam. And a very rare darshanam took place in his Vajapayam. So a very great miracle took place in his the Yagashala when he was performing Vajapayam. And then, so all of these topics will be dealt with in the next class. So next week's class will be doing the third Tarangam onwards. So we'll finish today's class with Mangalacharana Shlokam. Shrimat Kshiratharangini Tatagate Punye Virinche Pure Nityam Sannihitam Kila Kalayitum Kshirabhishekadaram श्रीगारुत्मतसवल्लिका सहचरं मार्गे सहायं नृणां श्रीमद्दीक्षितवंशदैवतवरं संचिन्तये शङ्करम्। हर नमः पार्वती पतये, हर हर महादेव।